Here we are, we're back. We just entered Cerulean City after going through Mount Moon. Bill, yeah, we have a conversation to talk about with him. Before we go though, I'm gonna drop some stuff off. Might as well do it now. Just this, and then the rare candy. I don't think I need to keep anything else, right? Yeah, all these. And then the dome fossil. And I think that'll be it for right now. The rest I'll either sell or do something with. And there's a couple things we can do around town. I'm gonna go back out here just to show what I'm talking about real quick. There's a patch of grass over here. This is technically Route 4. Nothing's really interesting besides two new encounters. They're version exclusives. Red has Ekans and in part Arbok, which is a pure poison type, almost a normal. This guy will talk about badges and what you get from them, but we'll see anyway later. But Arbok has decent attack. Problem, its best move in this game is Acid for poison. I don't think there's a poison TM it actually gets. There's a rare candy here, I know it. There is. For blue players, they get, I guess technically a little better. They get Sandshrew and in part Sand Slash. Only problem with, well, I should say the good part. Sandshrew learns Slash at level 17, which is incredibly powerful for a level 17. This guy's talking about trading. But Sand Slash needs the Earthquake TM, which is not worth it for just Sand Slash. Ooh, we have something new to talk about. I'm not going to talk about Poliwag because, or Poliwhirl, because you can't get it yet, but I will talk about Jinx. Jinx is very underrated. It's very good in the first two generations because Ice and Psychic is just good. It falls apart later, but it works. And if you want a good Psychic type, it doesn't need the Psychic TM in this game though, so it kind of sucks. And this guy wants a bicycle for $1 million, which is ridiculous. This is a slow bro, right? Yep. Yeah, this is play on the fact if you trade a Pokemon and it's too high of a level without having the right badge, you can't use it. How many Pokeballs do I have? Hold on. I'm gonna sell that because Whirlwind is garbage. Escape Rope because Escape Ropes are garbage. Because that's garbage. And that's it. We're gonna pick up a couple more Pokeballs because we'll be using them eventually. I don't think there's anything else interesting in this town. I've talked about the two wild encounters and Jinx. I'll probably highlight again once we get a Poliwhirl what you can really do. You're a trainer too, collecting fighting. It's a tough life. No, it's not. I mean, it's pretty great. Yo, champ in the making. Here's my advice. The leader Misty is a pro who uses water Pokemon. You drain all their water with plant Pokemon, or zap them with electricity. At this point, there's only one electric type you could have, Pikachu. So, it might be good if you have it, but I have an Ivysaur, so I win. But there's two trainers in here. One uses a Shelter, I think. I don't remember. The other one uses Goldeen. I remember that. What do you use? A Horsey and a Shelter. Alright. But this should be an easy cleanup for the underlings. Misty is a little on the difficult side because she has a fully evolved Pokemon in Starmie. And that can get quite hectic. So that might have been necessary, I'm not sure. Nice, a nice level up. The farther we get, the less chance Misty will wreck our shit, which She does have a very powerful move at this point. Bubble Beam is on her Starmie, which is 65 power. Plus stab and all that. It has a chance to slow as well. So it can, if you have Charmander, it's going to put quite a bit of hurt. And if you're not putting out super effectives against it and it takes a couple turns, it's going to hurt you anyway. Okay, this Golding failed at its job. Could have attacked me. But we're going to fight her right now. No point in waiting. You're a new face. Trainers who turn pro have to have a policy about Pokemon. What is your approach when to catch Pokemon? All offensive water types. My approach is the ones I like / the best. But here's Misty. Staryu, which isn't really threatening. I've said this before, but pure water type. Shouldn't be a bother. Yep, there it goes. But next is the head honcho here. We have Starmie, a water psychic type, and probably one of the most consistent X-Defend. One of the most consistent Generation 1 Pokemon. This thing's always been good. Wow, that's... There's the special stat helping out. And nope. So a super potion or not. Alright, so that wasn't very hard. Couple tackles. Nice level 26. Nice, that didn't take too long at all. And we also get a decent TM. Being Bubble Beam. It sounds stupid, but it does have some uses in competitive play and also in game if you need a basic water type. I don't think I talked to this guy after I defeated Brock. Yeah, I forgot. Whoops. But otherwise, that's pretty much done. She wasn't hard. With Charmander, it depends on if you caught Pikachu or what your team is looking like. But so far, that's what's going down. And we have one more important battle here. After getting the second gym badge, we have another rival battle. But this one, I feel is going to go a lot easier. Hopefully. I shouldn't have said that. But let's see what we can do. Yo, Ross! You still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. Got a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. You don't have smart Pokemon yet. Oh wait, does he have an Abra? Yeah. Okay, so in this fight he's gonna have evolved form of his bird, so Pidgeotto's here. I'm just gonna tackle it. How much damage am I doing? Yeah, I'm getting really lucky. Okay, I deserve that. Okay. So, I'm gonna stand because he'll usually put his Abra next, which only knows teleport here. It's not gonna... Tackle would be better anyway. It doesn't matter, I can miss all I want. It actually matters 0. The next one will be Rattata, which... unlike Eradicate, is not very threatening, so we'll just do this. I don't know if it... Yep, it died. And next, I am going to switch out because that sand attack could be important. And... we're going to go to Spearow, my death fodder. I think this is the 3rd time I've done this. We're just going to growl. It has Ember at this point, so it's kind of threatening. But it should be fine. It hasn't evolved yet. I don't know why. But I'll take it. I'm just growling because that should kill me anyway. Okay, never mind. We'll just peck. There's Ember. Yeah, let's hope we don't get a bunch of crits going off right now. Kind of want poison powder. Yay. There's scratch, that's gonna do nothing. And we'll just tackle the rest of the time. Unless he growls me. No, I think this is pretty much it. Pretty easy rival bout considering our last two. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill and got him. He doesn't have any rare Pokemon. Yeah, the shitty Pokemon storage system. I'll talk about that when we get to Bill. I've already mentioned it, but it's such a cumbersome fucking system. Next we have a route. We have a route above the bridge we just fought Blue at, and my security software is notifying me of something. I will get that in 2 minutes or so, but we're gonna fight one of these trainers. I think we have time for maybe one or two, because I like to keep these decent time. But this is Nugget Bridge. It's supposed to be a little challenge of sorts. If you defeat all 5 trainers, you get a nugget. It's just kind of there. Nothing really interesting here. But I will tell you something interesting is that in the next part, we will be catching a second team member finally. I know it's been a while. But overall, second team member is going to be a good one. And I've kind of mentioned it, I've hinted at it. And I think there's actually only one Pokemon that fits a certain type. Yeah, we'll finish after this one. Shouldn't go that long. But I'll talk about the wild encounters of the route coming up in the next part. And also the Pokemon that we will be looking for, which is going to be kind of annoying to get to. Glad it missed. But 27, 3 away from Razor Leaf. 3. Oh my god. If only we had it now. Nah, but it's worth the wait. Razor Leaf is too good. And that pretty much wraps this up. So how could I lose? Because I'm better than you. Duh. But we'll be on Nugget Bridge next time, and also catching a new team member. So I'll see you guys then.